Hi everyone. I have a new story for you today. And my story today is all about a little girl whose friends are not very kind to her. They tell her that she's just not right to be the part that she wants in the school play. But she finds out that she is perfectly perfect just the way she is. Just like all of you, my friends. We all have different abilities. We all look different and love to do different things. But that doesn't mean one of us is better than any of the others. We're all perfect in our own way. So today's story is kind of a twist on a fairy tale. It's called Not Quite Snow White. It is written by Ashley Franklin. She is the author. That means she wrote the words. And the illustrator is Ebony Glenn. That means she drew the pictures. Not quite Snow White. For Tameika, it was always the right time and place to sing and dance. Tameika had a hip rolling happy dance, a swayfully sad dance, a stomping mad dance, and a hair flicking just because she felt fabulous dance. She sang high with the tweeting birds and low with the croaking frogs. She always shared her love of music and movement with an audience, stuffed and unstuffed. Tameika loved the stage. It was her perfect place. She was the star of every show, and she loved every show that she starred in. She had been a cucumber, a space cowgirl, a dinosaur, and her favorite part, a singing mermaid. On stage, Tameika felt like she could be anything or anyone she wanted to be, but she had never been a princess. Now she would finally have her chance. It says right here, Mulberry Primary's first Snow White the musical. She's going to be Snow White. Do you think? Maybe. Tameika was so excited that she went to both days of auditions for the Snow White musical. On the first day, she arrived super early. She helped friends with their lines, kept count for the dancers, and shooed butterflies from nervous tummies so songs could be sung. She is a very helpful friend. After the audition, Tameika heard some of the other kids whispering, "She can't be Snow White. She's too tall. She's much too chubby. And she's too brown." Well, that's awful rude, isn't it, friends? She can be anything she wants to be. Tameika looked at her legs. They were long. Maybe the kids were right. A princess shouldn't be taller than her prince, should she? She looked at her belly. Maybe what the kids said was true. She could not remember any chubby princesses. Tameika looked at her skin. She was brown. How could a girl with brown skin play a princess like Snow White? Hmm, the mean things that the friends were saying about Tameika really got to her, didn't they? Now she feels so sad. Huh. Let's see what happens next. Could those kids be wrong? Maybe she was wrong for wanting to be a princess. What do you guys think? Can Tameika be the princess in the play? I'm pretty sure every single one of you said yes, because you're such good friends and so kind. Tameika slouched and sucked in her belly. She tried pulling down her sleeves, but there was no getting around being brown. For the first time, she didn't feel like dancing or singing. At dinner, Tameika didn't tap her feet or clang rhythms with her spoon. Look at Tameika's face. How is she feeling? How are her mom and dad feeling? Tameika looks pretty sad, and her mom and dad look kind of worried because she's just not acting like herself. Is something wrong? Asked her mom. The other kids said I'm too tall, too chubby, and too brown. I'm not right for Snow White, said Tameika. You've got it all wrong, Mom said. You are tall enough, chubby enough, and brown enough to be a perfect princess. Besides, said her dad, Snow White is just pretend. You've always been my real princess. You're just enough of all the right stuff. He kissed her forehead. Tameika smiled. Maybe her parents were on to something. Oh, how do you think Tamika's feeling now? Her parents are telling her all sorts of wonderful things, all sorts of true things, because she is a wonderful little girl. Do you think she's feeling better now? I think so. At the audition the next day, Tameika watched all the other kids get on stage and do their very best. It was Tameika's turn at last. She remembered what her parents had said, but her long legs were still a little jittery. She closed her eyes and imagined she was singing and dancing for her favorite audience of friends, stuffed and unstuffed. Then she remembered the joy she felt when performing. Tameika knew she could do it. And she did. She shone like the star she was. Look at her singing and dancing and doing a great job. She could act, she could dance, she could sing. She loved herself as much as she loved music and movement. Tameika was a perfectly poised princess. When her audition was over, Tameika looked out to smiling faces. Tameika wasn't too much of anything. Maybe she was just enough of all the right stuff. I hope you really enjoyed that story. I loved it. Tameika learned that she could be anything that she wanted, and she had all the right stuff to do it. She just had to believe in herself, no matter what the other kids said. And when you're feeling sad and down and lonely, talk to your grown-ups in your life, your teachers, your moms and dads, your grandmas and grandpas, and they will help you remember that you are perfectly, perfectly you. Have a great rest of your day, friends. I'll see you later.